My name is Henry Lee. Well, yes, the customer should be excited about a few things. Remember, this is just the beginning of our very exciting roadmap. So I'll only say the initial exciting things. One is, of course, that our designer worked really hard to provide a completely new, more modern look and better UX, follow the new design guidelines. The second thing is we released quite a few features that are requested by our customer for a very, very long time. For example, the listing discoveries, showing management, and VoIP, which has been kind of requested by our user for a very, very long time. The third thing is the biggest change that we launched at this moment is we put chat as the centerpiece of the product. The reason why we put chat at the centerpiece of the product is because we want to make sure Lofty is a collaborating platform, not really just a productivity tool, just a CRM. We want to use Lofty, we want to offer Lofty to our users to encourage collaboration with anybody in the industry, not just the users on Lofty platform. The most significant change in the technology side of the world is, of course, large language models, right? So this is the most important thing happening in the past decade in the application adoption of AI. Currently, it can help our customer to create content, of course, of nurturing emails, blog posts, listing descriptions. We actually launched a marketing assistant to help our customers to access all these features. And we're recently working on, it will be released pretty soon, a voice AI feature that can help customer to analyze their voice note. They're able to leave a voice note and being able to analyze that voice and help you to fill a form, for example, to further automate the experience of using Lofty. There's a lot of things on the roadmap right now, so hopefully we'll see them very quickly. I think it's probably two main points, right? So one is we develop everything in-house, so we don't use third-party solution other than, of course, ChatGPT and large language models and cloud services, right? So give you one example, for example, our chatbot, right? So on a daily basis, we will receive typically a couple hundred feedbacks from our users, right? So whether or not they think the conversation's good, the conversation's bad, we receive feedback and they request us to improve on those feedbacks. We have our in-house AI trainers, right, to look into those feedbacks and improve the knowledge of our bot to make sure we're able to handle all kinds of conversations and constantly improving, right? So the reason why we built everything in-house because we want to provide the most seamless experience to our customer to leverage the product rather than just use a third-party product. And we want to be responsible to the customer experience at the end of the day, and also we want to be responsible for the data they submitted to us. We actually invest quite aggressively on the technology side of things, right? So the key of the quality of chatbot is how fast are you able to improve the quality of the bot? How fast are you able to inject the new knowledge to the bot? And how fast are you able to validate the quality of the response? Right, so we actually are invested quite aggressively in this area. We are building our in-house full engine so that we're offering this full engine to our AI trainers, to our reviewers, and also we have A/B testing platform to make sure we're able to find the best response from all kinds of different options. The future of software development is going to be more of a self-evolving process. That's how we see AI impact to the software. That's one of the impact, right? So actually, the chatbot is a very good example, right? So the chatbot needs to be evolving by itself. Not only it absorbs new knowledge that it doesn't know in the past. For example, the customer today asked a question about rent to own, right? So this is a very specific field, a very specific question to the consumer. Right? So if the agent doesn't know, or our chatbot doesn't know the answer, there's no way you can continue this conversation, right? So the system, the chatbot that we're building is supposed to self-evolving by itself. And also the amount of data that we have on the different feedbacks on the response from the consumers will help us to evolve the chatbot by giving the best answer. There's different ways to answer questions, right? So this is one example of self-evolving software. And also each different customer when they're using our system, they have different preferences, right? So the second impact of AI, I think, is to personalize the use of the software, right? So depending how you want to use that software, the software will self-configure itself in the future. These are like generic directions that we're thinking. I think for Lofty, it will follow those directions, right? So we want our software to be a evolving software instead of going through a complete development cycle, which takes forever to happen, right? So another very big impact, which is already happening, is about new user interface, right? So it's not the UI interface, it's about human interaction interface. With the capability of AI, now you're actually able to understand natural languages, you're actually able to understand voice, you're actually able to execute very complex business tasks. And the software itself is actually to produce voice, being able to speak to the end users. Those are the new capabilities that we would like to empower with our softwares, right? So for example, when our user is driving, right? So, which is very common for real estate agents, right? So while they're driving, they're still trying to work, they're calling the customer, and they want to get things done. You can actually talk to our mobile app and saying, oh, I want to put together an offer for my client, right? So the CRM actually knows all the data, knows about the transaction. It knows about which broker you're working with. It has all the templates, so it can actually put together an offer for you and be ready for you to send over to the clients when you stop driving. So those are the future impact that we can see from AI, and it's going to fundamentally change the software that we're building.